So, Sichen, thank you so much for coming in. It's great to see you and hear about the work that you've put into our iSleep program and your interest in sleep for our college students. So, what we'd like to do is actually train all of our health coaches to put in their toolbox all sorts of information around sleep, so that when they're teaching any of our iHealth programs, they have something that they can talk to students about. We're finding that most students are coming with issues about sleep and they're not getting enough, or they're just getting way too much. So some of the things that are really important is talking about the benefits of sleep, the consequences of not having enough sleep, circadian rhythm and what that's all about, and also some helpful resources. I know that our office will be offering individual conversations around sleep, and we also have a great piece on our website called Feel Healthy Now, where there's a section on sleep. We also have a campaign called Sweet Dreams, which gives lots of information on how to sleep smart, sleep for 8, and sleep for health. And so we are hoping that so we can just get the word out that sleep is really important and have students really, as you say, make it a priority. So thank you so much for coming in, and we look forward to training our health coaches with your program.
Thank you.
So sleep is really getting a lot of attention these days. Why is sleep so important, especially for college students?
Well, college students, first of all, are the ones that are not getting enough sleep.
Mm-hmm.
College is also the time where we need the most sleep, because we have to focus in class. We have to concentrate in our classes, on our relationships, and how to stay healthy. So college is also this time where sleep is the most important, where you need to retain the information for your exam, where you want to be involved in meaningful discussions. And to do that, you really have to get enough sleep.
If we were to kind of pick the top 3 benefits of good sleep, what would you say those are?
Sleep helps with elevating our mood. It gives us more energy, so we're more productive through the day. We're not feeling lethargic throughout the day. And it consolidates our memory. That process of sleeping helps us to retain the information that we learned through the day and be able to process that information better.
What are the consequences for students who aren't getting enough sleep?
So as we can see in the library, most oftentimes we can see students falling asleep for maybe taking naps on the table, or these micro sleeps where they sleep for a few seconds. You can see that in class as well. There's also when people take a nap. Sometimes they fall asleep for extended periods of time, 3-4 hours when they fall asleep.
Right.
And weight gain is also an adverse effect of not getting enough sleep. Lack of interest in socializing. You might not want to socialize as much when you're not getting enough sleep. And stress and anxiety going off again. It builds your stress level, and it makes you it increases your worrying, and you get frustrated more easily and nervous more easily. And going back to the mood, you see notable mood shifts are the first notable signs of sleep deprivation.
So how much sleep do college students actually need?
So college students need 7 to 9 hours of sleep, and here's why. Because 7 to 9 hours, our sleep cycle repeats itself every 90 minutes to 110 minutes. So when we sleep, we go through about 4 to 5 cycles before the morning. So getting less than 7 to 9 hours of sleep can actually deprive us of the valuable REM sleep that's in each sleep cycle. So when you have 4 or 5 sleep cycles, we go through 4 to 5 cycles of REM sleep, and this is a time where our bodies are really replenished, where the information is retained. The REM sleeps help us to focus and process the information that we learned during the day.
Can you tell me what circadian rhythm means and why that has an impact and is important on our sleep?
So it's a biological process that regulates our sleepy time and our waking time. So it means that when we will experience dips and rises throughout the day. So in the afternoon, sometimes we get a little bit of a dip because we've been awake for an extended period of time. And rises during the morning, in the morning when we got our 8 hours sleep and we're fully awake.
Okay, great. Now, do you recommend napping? And if so, what's the best way to do that?
I do recommend napping, but I would limit the nap to 20-minute naps. And this is because when you have an extended period of napping, you actually go into your REM sleep. And REM sleep, first of all, affects your circadian rhythm and leaves you, when you are awakened from a REM sleep, you feel groggy when you get up, and you don't want to get up, and you feel disoriented, feeling like you travel through time zones because you're in your REM sleep. Elise, so what do you think are some tips for getting a good night's sleep?
Yeah, great question, thanks. So really maintaining a regular sleep and wake time is really important, even on weekends. And coming up with a bedtime relaxing routine, whether it's taking a warm shower or drinking a warm cup of tea, reading a book, or listening to some relaxing music. Some students say creating a sleep-friendly environment where actually your bed is only used for sleep, so we're not studying on our beds, lying down to go to sleep when we are sleepy, probably trying not to eat within a couple hours of bedtime, exercising regularly, but again, not too close to bedtime, avoiding caffeine before bedtime, avoiding alcohol and nicotine close to bedtime can be helpful. And then, as you talked about, limiting naps to about 20 to 30 minutes. And then sometimes we actually suggest that students keep a sleep log. We have a concept that we use here in the Office of Health Promotion called MindSweep. Can you talk a little bit about what MindSweep is and how students can use that?
So I definitely practice MindSweep all the time, and it's been great. Basically, when you go to bed, before you go to bed at night, I keep a little journal on the bedside of my bed so I can write down some thoughts I've been having, some things that maybe bother me through the day, or just what I have to plan for tomorrow. So when I have that written down, I don't have to think about it when I'm sleeping. And it actually helps me as well help me get up in the morning, because if I have an assignment that I wrote down in the book, I know I have to get it finished, so it helps me get up in the morning as well. So Elise, what do you think are our most important takeaways from the sleep program?
Great question. So I think that getting a good night's sleep really depends on two different things. One is really understanding strategies for enhancing sleep and understanding that the stresses in daily life really can contribute to the lack of sleep. And that's why it's really important, as you talk about your MindSweep, of getting all of our thoughts out of our head, having a sleep hygiene or bedtime routine that works, and really self-monitoring. What are those stressful events and how can they really impact our sleep, understanding that so we can make the changes. And I think the second part is really listening to our bodies and what our needs are, and that can really help sort of manage our internal clock and really should be aligned with our external environment. So where can they find more information on the Sweet Dreams campaign?
So you can find that on our Office for Health Promotion website, www.bc.edu/healthpro.